CD1, Track 18.
Legendary veteran comic writer Stan Lee co-created Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, amongst others. We asked him how he thought of Spider-Man, and this was his response.
In trying to create a superhero, the first thing you have to think of, or at least the first thing I have to think of, is a superpower. What superpower would be different that people haven't seen before? I had already done the Hulk, who was the strongest character on Earth. I had done a group called the Fantastic Four. One of them could fly, one was invisible, and one's body could stretch. And I was trying to think, what else can I do? And I've told this story so often that for all I know, it might even be true. But I was sitting and watching a fly crawling on the wall, and I thought, gee, that would be great. What if a character could crawl on walls like an insect? So I had my superpower, but then I needed a name. So I thought, Insect Man, that didn't sound good. Crawling Man, and I went on. Mosquito Man, and then somehow I said Spider-Man, and it just sounded dramatic and mysterious to me, so that was my name.
When asked why he made Spider-Man a scientist, he replied,
I had always resented the fact that in most superhero stories, or actually in most comic books, the hero is some sort of a rugged, muscular outdoorsman, a sportsman, an adventurer. And anybody who was literate or scholarly, he was always considered to be somewhat of a nerd. And I thought, my gosh, people don't have enough respect for intelligence. So again, in trying to be different and in trying to be realistic, I thought I would make my teenage hero a scholarship student, extra bright. He was studying science, and just to show that there's no reason why a hero couldn't also be a kid who likes science and is good in school and is smart. And that was the thinking behind it.
When asked if he was at all scientific, he replied,
I'm not much of a scientist. I love reading science fiction, but when it comes to actual science, I'm a dummy. But I like to make things seem scientific.
Our final question asked if Stan Lee thought there would ever be real superheroes.
I believe that they will be able, through cloning, through genetics, they will be able to find a way to abolish most diseases. They will have to. See, once these wars are finished with, if they ever are, we're going to want to go to the planets. They're going to want to go to Mars. Now, it's such a long trip, and it'll be so hard to get back again. They're going to have to make human beings able to adapt to Mars, adapt themselves. Or is it adopt? I always get those two mixed up. But at any rate, I believe that they will find a way to make people able to live in the atmosphere of Mars through altering them genetically. Because of genetics, I think we can do virtually anything